Next turn I can kill most of these things, but I'll keep... Or we get a Path of Peril and everything gets solved. Much better for us. So I think I'll just go with this, with mana value 2 or less. So 1, 2, 2, 0, 0, 1, and that. For sure I should do this. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today I'm bringing you another deck tech, but before we go into that, don't forget to leave that like, comment, subscribe and share the video. It helps out the channel a ton and I really appreciate it. Another way to help out the channel is by using my card trader affiliate link that I'll leave down in the description. It comes at no extra cost to you, and with their card trader zero policy you'll be saving a lot on shipping while helping out the channel. That's a win-win for everyone, and we all like those, right? Now, as for the deck itself, it's an Esper control deck. I actually saw this on MTG Malone's video. I'll leave his channel down in the description. I've made a lot of changes to the deck, some forced, some by option, so I really hope he doesn't mind me using it in a video. Either way, his info is down in the description, and if you're not subbed to his channel, you definitely should. He's one of my favorite content creators. Now, the deck strategy is basically annoying your opponents to death. Now, in all seriousness, you'll have a lot of removal and counters so that you can make it to late game and then kill your opponents with the big boy Hullbreaker Horror. You also have the man lands like All of Storm Giants and Hive of the High Tyrant to help with the killing, basically. They can deal a lot of damage, and you also have cards like the Wandering Emperor and Kaito Shizuki to help with token creation. Also Sunset Revelry, but that doesn't really, help that much, more with jump blocking. Removal wise, you have cards like March of Otherworldly Light, March of Wretched Sorrow, Vanishing Verse, Mitsuk Massacre, Path of Peril. The Wandering Emperor can also serve as removal with her -2 ability, and Farewell, obviously. We are also playing with some counters, cards like Negate, Test of Talents and Flip the Switch. Only one copy of the first two because they're not the most effective in my opinion, but they can still be very useful. Another thing that we have on this deck is a lot of card draw. You'll need it because this deck will lose steam pretty quickly otherwise, and for that purpose we are playing with 4 Behold the Multiverse, 2 Memory Deluge, and also Kaito can help with the card draw with his +1 ability, and Sunset Revelry can also, it's very situational, but it can also help you with the card draw. Now, land wise we're playing with 1 Plains, 2 Hall of Storm Giants, 1 Island, 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrants, 1 Swamp, 1 Deserted Beach, 2 Glacial Floodplains, 1 Edgegate Pathway, 2 Tranquil Coves, 4 Bright Climb Pathways, 1 Shine Shadow Snarl, 3 Clearwater Pathways and 2 Shipwreck Marches. As always, you can do it much better than I did. You just have to either want to use your wild cards on land or have the cards already. But this was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the deck. Don't forget to check out our other deck decks. I'm sure you'll find something for you, but for now let's just set in some games and see how the deck performs. I'll see you in a bit. Let's immediately jump into some games. Let's hope the magic gods are with us. Yeah, I think I'll keep this end. Nothing to play in the first couple turns, but Kaito on turn 3. All the color lands we need, I mean. Mitsuk Massacre and Flip the Switch as well. All of them pretty decent cards. Another Kaito, these lines are beautiful, man. Another Kaito isn't really what we wanted, but I think I'll go with the Hull. Doesn't really matter because this one can come in just, on turn 3. I don't know what our opponent is playing. I don't know. I still do not know. So nothing to play. I'll go with the white source. I could go with the Sunset Revelry, at least get the tokens, but I think it's way too early for that. Maybe next turn, because we'll get the tokens and life at the very least. Okay, so apparently this is what, the Samurai deck. Pretty good start from our opponent, not gonna lie. Still no lands, and this is what gets to me in this game, man. So we can use the Revelry, sorry, get life, get, I think it's early, man. I'm gonna go with the Kaito, just so we have we can get a blocker and we can get cards next turn. Let's see what happens. Maybe this was the wrong choice. I have a lot of options still, but if we don't start getting lands, nothing's gonna be helpful. Okay, so he got land. I don't. I'm not gonna block for now. This is a pretty interesting deck that we're seeing right now. Okay, so we got the land that we needed. We can attack. I'm gonna go with a black source. We can actually attack, see if we can draw anything, because right now we have 2 board wipes and now we have a Vanishing Verse. So if I play Path of Peril, I will lose my token. I think I will play Path of Peril, not gonna lie. Everything is 2 and below. Yeah, I think I'll do this. Let's see what our opponent does, because he can actually give, exactly, he can give the indestructible. I'm fine with that. I knew that was gonna happen. Now we only have one thing to worry about, and he doesn't have indestructible, so next turn we can actually play the Sunset Revelry, for example. Ishin is a fantastic card. I love this card, man. And we cannot really deal with it with Mitsuk Massacre. I mean, not with the Vanishing Verse, I mean. Okay, so I think it's Sunset Revelry time. We're not gonna get card, but we'll get life. I think I'll do this and just keep the Vanishing Verse up. Yeah, I think this is the play. I could have foretold the Behold the Multiverse, but I think this one's better. We're getting mana screwed, man. It's starting to become how do you say it? This is terrible for me. I can kill Selfless Samurai with the Vanishing Verse. Maybe take out the Ganjo Exemplar as well with the tokens. Let's see if he's going to sack it immediately. I think he can do it, or can't he? It's not an activated ability, like it doesn't cost anything, or he doesn't need to tap. Okay, so he decided to give Ishin the indestructible. Fine by me. For now, at least. We don't really have a way of killing Ishin right now, and that's worrying me, but we have blockers. I think I'll do this. And I'll put Kaido in. I'll do exactly the same thing that I did last turn. I need to get this one ready. Hopefully we'll be able to block Ishin again, you know what I mean? If we get land out of the Behold the Multiverse or the Kaito trigger, attacks alone. Okay, so he's going to attack with just that one. Ishin is a fantastic card, man. I really hope we win this. I really hope we win this game just so I can show you this, because I really like Ishin. So we didn't get the land we needed. I think I'm gonna risk it. I think I'm going to attack, because if we get a land, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, but if I attack and we don't get a land, then I'm basically screwed. I can do this for 3 and just leave Ishin. And right now it's not that problematic, but you know what? I'll attack, and if I don't get the card that I need, screw it. We got it. We got it. Because I would still use the Mituk Massacre, you know what I mean? Either way, if we got it or if we didn't get it, wouldn't really matter, because I would still use the Mituk Massacre. I will just leave Ishin alive. Okay, sucks, but we got a very good draw again. Should I draw a card and discard? I think I'll have to do that. Okay, we got another Behold the Multiverse. I think he has a lot of cards that are not just one color, but I think I'll discard this one and I'll end turn right now, because I kind of wanna. So he's going to attack. Okay. He only got 2 lands. Should I do this right now? I think I'm gonna do this and see what I can get. Another Kaito and more land. I think I'll keep both, because land is important for the Hullbreaker Horror. We'll lose Kaito, but who cares? Ishin isn't monocolored permanent. I can do Tempered in Solitude, but maybe he has another one, so I'll just pass turn. Okay, so Deserted Beach. I do not want to lose the Mituk Massacre yet, so I think I'll just do this. I'm pretty sure he's fed up of, you know, he's sick of watching me play Kaito, but it is what it is, right? So I do not think I'll block this one, to be honest. Let's see what he gets. So maybe I'll force him. I think I'm gonna take the 3, because again, it's only 3. We're at a pretty solid life total, and I kinda need the card draw. Or I kinda want the card draw, but... So he played this one. I'm gonna let it go, because we have Farewell, so not really worried about that. Does he have 4? Yes, but again, Farewell solves a lot of stuff. Yeah, I think nothing that... Yeah, okay, so next turn I'll attack and just use Farewell, basically. So we have a lot of blue sources, we have a lot of black sources as well, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to attack. I'm going to draw, see what we can get. That's not bad. And I'll choose I think I'm gonna go with just creatures in graveyards. I always choose graveyards even if I'm not really because I want to keep my Mythic Massacre, sorry, right? Always choose graveyards even if I'm not really playing against a graveyard heavy deck, graveyard recursion heavy deck. I mean, another Ishin, but now we have ways to deal with it, so it doesn't really worry me. And I'll just Vanishing Verse is Tempered in Solitude. Next turn is going to attack, and I'll probably do the I'm going to do this. I'll take care of the flip the switch. I'll probably put Hullbreaker Horror in. I have no idea what kind of cards he might have, but or maybe I'll just go with Hollow Storm Giant. Yeah, he's looking at it. I could go with the March as well and just, you know, get life and still kill Ishin. I think maybe it's a little too early for the Hullbreaker Horror. Maybe not, I don't know. So he didn't do anything. I don't really have enough for the okay, I'm gonna risk it because I have a lot of stuff that I can do. So even if he manages to kill my Hullbreaker Horror, we have more. Just one more, but we have more. Okay, my turn. So, and here we go. So I think I'll just maybe attack, right? Because he'll probably have to block, and if he doesn't, it doesn't really matter. Okay, he didn't block, but we have a lot of ways of dealing with whatever he puts on the field. We get another card. We're still at a very healthy card total in our hand. Another Farewell, that's fantastic. Let's see how I was going to try and say our opponent's name, but I have no idea how that's pronounced, so not even gonna try do that. He cannot attack. If he attacks Kaito, I'll probably let it go. Maybe not. I think I'll just use the March of Wretched Sorrow so I can actually gain some life as well. Limit 0. Done. I don't want to do anything. Okay, so I gain some life. 6 life actually. And now we're pretty solid. The Wandering Emperor. Definitely not ideal. I should have kept that, but smart from our opponent for sure. We're gonna kill the Hullbreaker Horror, but that doesn't really matter because we have another one. He doesn't know that obviously, but yeah. We could have used the Vanishing Verse there, and I think I'm going to now. But he would still be able to use that before, so it's not particularly important. I think I'll just I'm going to do this just like as bait of sorts, let's put it that way. Okay, we can actually use the Wandering Emperor if we want to, and I think I will. Get Breach Samurai Warrior control. Okay, that doesn't really matter. I could put another one of those, but I think I want to do the Wandering Emperor just because I'm not gonna really play a lot of games in this video because, you know, it's the games are going to be very long, as you can see. So it's actually, I'm gonna activate this one to see if I can finish this as soon as possible. Like I was saying, I don't want to actually, waste a lot of time in every video. I could have played the Hullbreaker Horror as well and killed the we got it and kill the other creature that he put in last turn, but I decided it was probably better to just go with the Wandering Emperor, show you a different card, because Hullbreaker Horror everyone knows, the Wandering Emperor maybe everyone hasn't really played with it, so good game, long game. Let's get into another one. Very long game, our last one, so maybe this will be our last game of the video. I don't know. I really am trying to keep my videos much shorter. I think I want to keep this hand, but at the same time I really don't. But 4 lands is something that's usually good in this deck. We can put we can foretell Behold the Multiverse. We have, I think I'm gonna keep it. Let's just try it. Like I was saying, the video is going to be very long. If we continue to find matchups like the last one, this I'm sure is going to be much more aggressive, much more aggro. So I think I'm going to go like this, but I'm still gonna choose to do the Behold the Multiverse. This is a Magecraft deck apparently, so it's going to, oh, it's a runes deck, okay, with Magecraft in it apparently. It doesn't really matter, we can deal with that. If it's a how do you say it, a monocolor deck, we have stuff to actually deal with, so I'm not that worried. I think I will put Deserted Beach in, and we'll see what happens next, because he will have probably ways of protecting his creatures. Okay, so another one of these. I think we'll take 3 again, because I want to use the Behold the Multiverse and see what we can find, because with the Farewell in hand, the Vanishing Verse and the March of Otherworldly Light, we have options in hand that we can actually use. Another Behold the Multiverse and a Flip Switch. I think I'll keep the Behold and leave the Flip Switch back. Kaito isn't terrible, and another land isn't a bad deal as well. I kinda want a Mythic Massacre, but I guess we don't really have it right now. I'm going to choose another black source, and maybe I should go with Kaito. Maybe, but maybe not. Because we'll be very open to whatever our opponent does. So I think I'll go with Behold the Multiverse, so I can leave the Vanishing Verse open for a turn. This message keeps appearing even though it's not really what's gonna have to happen, but so I'll try and kill Dragon's Guard Elite, the 3/3 now. He'll probably have a Snakeskin Veil or something to protect it, and will exactly. So this is going to be a very big attack that will be suffering. And yeah, this game is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't think we can really get out of this, and it's a shame honestly, but it is what it is, as kids say. I think I'll just go with Kaito and try and get a, yeah, he has more cards like Snakeskin Veil, sorry. I'll try and get a blocker for the 3/3, but he's probably gonna use cards like those in order to you know, protect these creatures and make them bigger, so I don't think we're gonna have to have a way of getting out of this situation. I'll just block the 3/3 obviously, and our deck was too slow for this, and you know, some games are like that. If we get an untapped land, I'll just try and farewell, but I don't see that happening. I'll keep these two. I don't see farewell working, that's what I mean, because we got the untapped land, but these are all creatures, enchantments, and graveyards. But he's going to protect his creatures, and we really don't have any lands. Okay, he didn't, but we really don't have anything to play right now, and you know.
I know something you don't know.
Next turn, I don't know, maybe he has something with haste or something like that. I have no idea. He has nothing. Okay, so I guess we can survive a little while longer. We have enough for a Hullbreaker horror. We can put 2 angels in as well. Should we go with the life? We still have 5 left. I think I'm gonna go with life. That's all we're gonna get out of this. Draw a card.
Now this.
And we'll take out this one, even though it gives me another life point. Let's see what our opponent has. Again, we have stuff to deal with, almost whatever in our hand. Okay, this costs how much? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can actually do this and pay 4. Submit 0. And let's see what happens. Okay, this is a very weird game. I have no idea what's happening. I'll create this one and I'll just pass turn. We have Hullbreaker Horror, Memory Deluge, so that's stuff we can actually use. Next turn, I don't see him getting like a huge creature to deal 6 damage. I'll put the Hullbreaker Horror in and hopefully he'll scoop. Let's see. What can he do? Nothing apparently. And I'll attack with both. See what I can draw. We also have Memory Deluge and the Helm of Storm Giants. So I'll put a white source this time just because, and I'll pass turn. If needed, we'll Helm of Storm Giants to defend ourselves. If not, with Memory Deluge, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. And we got the scope. This was a weird game. I don't know, maybe our opponent was getting absolutely mana flooded, and as a member of the getting constantly mana screwed club, I'm gonna start that. I know exactly how that feels. We managed to do just enough to survive until we could fare well, so that was pretty good, not gonna lie. And yeah, this game went on for like 9 minutes, so I'll try and record another one for you guys. So yeah, let's go. So last game, pretty decent, pretty short as well. That's not usually what happens. So again with the same situation, but I feel that this hand is a little bit better than last one's, but we have a lot of mana, not a lot of things to play, but removal, something that gives us card draw and creatures, so I think I'll keep this hand as well. Let's see. So we're playing against mono white, so we definitely needed a better hand. Like, spot removal is not enough. We need a Mitsuk Massacre as fast as... There we go. I mean, when magic's like this, there's nothing I can do, right? When it's like, ask and you shall receive, like in my shorts, you know. I think I'll use Test of Talents on this one, because this is a card that's gonna be so... Maybe we can hold up one turn or whatever. He has no land in hand, but I'm pretty sure he's going to have a lot. None of his creatures are huge, so I know how this works. So we can get ready for a Mitsuk Massacre. We can deal... Okay, so considering that this is gonna give us life and 2 tokens that we can use to block these creatures, maybe I can actually, you know, do this. Apologies for my chair, but this is gonna be difficult. Next turn, I just hope it doesn't put something like huge. Okay, so one there, one on the other maybe. Okay. Wasn't that lucky. Nah, it's everything on that one, so I can take care. I'll just block with 1. Next turn I can kill most of these things, but I'll keep... Or we get a Path of Peril and everything gets solved. Much better for us. So I think I'll just go with this, with mana value 2 or less. So 1, 2, 2, 0, 0, 1, and that. For sure I should do this. That was a fantastic draw for us. Everything starts again. Now we have land for a Mitsuk Massacre. We keep getting land, so that's not a bad deal for us for sure. Let me go. I'll go with the black source again, and I'll play a Kaito this time. I have no idea what he might have in hand. Maybe a Fateful Absence or something. I don't remember if I actually saw it on his deck, but you know. Okay, Monk of the Open Hand. Should I kill him immediately? I don't think we need to be honest. It's not gonna get super big, so it's pretty easy to solve for now with the Mitsuk Massacre. Skyclave Apparition, the 2-2, right? So okay, not a problem. That's exactly what he's gonna get next turn. He didn't take out the what? Okay, I don't mind. So I'll do this. I'll attack because it's unblockable. Take the damage, take the card. Behold the Multiverse. Let's see if I can actually foretell it. I cannot. That's a shame, but I'll do this for 2. Right? Exactly. There's nothing you can do. And as you can see, this deck is very good. Like, you can get life, you can solve issues and problems and whatever, you know, Basically, you deal with a lot of stuff easily. I'll put this one tap because I do not mind getting land. I don't want to draw in this card, so I think I'll just pass turn. We can, you know, he can deal 1 damage if that's what he wants to deal, even on Kaito if needed. Alvar, creatures you control are enchanted. At the beginning of each combat you may... Okay, so this is one that I'll have to kill next turn with the March of Wretched Sorrow. So let's see. Heal, attack, Kaito.
That all you got?
Vanishing Verse would be good. Sunset Revelry, the life is important, but I don't want 2. Memory Deluge is actually great for us. And another land, not gonna complain about that. So I can do this and still have enough for this one. And I'll play right now just because I don't want to misplay next turn and give him a chance to attack with it, you know. I will not do this because I kinda like the cards that I have in hand and I don't want to risk them. I doubt he'll attack because I have a way of blocking. He didn't. I will attack though. Not particularly worried. He's not gonna block as well because it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Now this.
So I'll just do this.
Secret.
Keep mana open for whatever I want. Maybe if he attacks or if he just scoops. This was a pretty decent game. The test of talents came in clutch because this card is a very important part of any mono white aggro deck. It puts counters on creatures, it counts as a second spell each turn to give tokens and whatever. But that Path of Peril really solved my every problem. Like in a swift turn we took out what, 2 or 3 tokens from Clarion Spirits, 2 Luminarch Aspirants, 1 Usher, 1 Code Spell Cleric, you know. So this isn't the type of decks that I usually like to play, but you cannot say that they're not extremely effective. We didn't even need the most powerful cards of the deck right now and we still got a solid win. So let's get to the final thoughts, guys. Final thoughts, everyone. This deck works out great. This isn't my favorite strategy, not in a million years, but one thing we cannot say about it is that it is not effective. This will make you win a lot more than you lose, and it kills me to say this. Anyway, the best cards for me were Memory Deluge, the Wandering Emperor, Farewell, and Kaito Shizuki. Kaito puts in a lot of work. It's one of those cards that can give options and I really like that. The worst cards are probably Test of Talents and Negate. You should probably run Saw It Coming instead of those two, to be honest. But you know, this was the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave that like, comment, subscribe, share the video a ton. I appreciate it very much, it helps out a lot. And yeah, this was it. I'll see you on the next one.